Hello and welcome. My name is Eli and thank you for tuning in. In today's video, I'm going to show you my latest build on the 1999 Chevy Astro all-wheel drive. Now I have done a video on that particular vehicle. In my last video, I have shown it to you as a level 1 camper. In today's video, I'm going to show you that exact same build upgraded to a level 3 camper. This particular level 3 will have some really cool updates that I think you guys will really appreciate. To learn more about the package levels that I offer, visit www.horizoncamperbuilds.com. So in today's video, we're going to start the tour with the exterior of the van, and later on we will move inside to explore the updated level 3 build. So without further ado, let's get started on the tour. All right, folks, here we go. In my last video, I briefly talked about this Astro, so I'm going to do a quick recap. This is a 1999 Chevy Astro. It only has 121,000 miles. It is the all-wheel drive model. It does hold a clean title, only one previous owner, clean Carfax, no accidents, and you could see in the video the paint actually still looks really good for being original and also a 20+ year-old vehicle. In my last video, I did not do anything to the exterior because it was a level 1. So this being a level 3, I've actually added a awning, which is an all-top overland equipment awning. This awning measured 7 by 8 foot. And then in addition to the awning, we do have a roof basket. The Astros are really cool because the rear bumper also doubles as a step. So if I step up on there, I can go ahead and access the roof basket. This roof basket measures 4 feet wide by 8 feet long, and currently I have these portable 220 watt solar panels just laying on there. I will talk more about these panels in just a second. Back here we do have the double barn doors, as well as this Astro does have the tow package. I believe these vans are rated around 5,000 pounds of towing. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you the rest of the exterior. You could see it looks really nice. The tires are new, lots of tread on them. This van has been very well taken care of by the previous owner. Since I've had it, I have replaced the AC compressor, the serpentine belt, and the pulleys, the tensioner, as well as the idler pulley. So that's pretty much what it looks like on the outside. Let me go ahead and show you the interior of this van. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out the interior, starting with the front. This is an LT model, so it means that it is fully loaded from the factory. The interior of this van is just as good looking as the exterior. You can see the leather seats are still in good shape. I believe the color is tan. These are super comfortable seats. The driver's seat is power adjustments and the passenger seat is manual adjustments. All the electricals in here work. We do have power windows, mirrors, and door locks. The instrument cluster, all the gauges are working. Everything is reading accurately. Here's your column shifter. It is a 4-speed automatic. We have your climate control on this side, the original stereo. AC and heater work really, really well in this vehicle. Here we have 2 cup holders as well as a storage compartment, which I believe acts as a glove box since we don't have one over there. And then we do have 3 12-volt outlets. We got one on this side, and then we got 2 right over here. Here's a better look at these 12-volt outlets over by the passenger seat. We do have a little storage compartment, and the really cool thing about this van is that it has a hidden drawer under the seat. So it's very unassuming, probably ideal to store some valuables. So this drawer can be opened or accessed rather under the passenger seat. So like I mentioned, everything in here does work, including the cruise control, which is very helpful for long road trips since this van is meant to be a adventure mobile at this point in its life. So that's pretty much what the front of this interior looks like. Let me now show you the camper build. So let's go ahead and check out the level 3 build by opening the sliding door. The Astros only have a sliding door on the passenger side. The driver's side does not have a sliding door. So this is a level 3 build. This build is for 1 or 2 individuals. Currently it is in the 1-person bed configuration, but 2-person bench configuration. You could see you could have 1 person sit right here and another person sit right here. This build is completely removable, and you can reinstall the 2nd and 3rd row seats back in the van to return this vehicle back to a passenger vehicle configuration. The color of this build is still the natural wood color. All the edges have been smoothed off by routing and sanding them multiple times to prevent bumping into the corners and injuring yourself. And clear polyurethane has been applied to protect the wood. The single mattress measures 25 inches wide, 75 inches long. It's 4-inch thick foam mattress. This mattress can be folded and put away when you're not using it. It does come with a cover. This cover for the foam can be taken out. It does have zippers. You can take out the foam and be able to wash the cover separate from the foam. Over on this side, we do have a removable curtain and rod that separates the driving area from the sleeping and lounging area. And the best part about the Astro is that if you do not want to go outside to access the camper build back here, you can actually make your way between the 2 front seats right here in the middle. We have a little bit of a walkway to allow you to access the build from the comfort of being inside the van and not going outside. Over on this side, we do have a very large drawer. This drawer is on locking ball bearing slides, and you heard that click, which means that the drawer is locked into position, which means that I can't close it unless I pull down on those blue tabs. And these are carpeted drawers, so it's got a really nice feel to it, and if you throw stuff in here, they won't damage the wood or anything like that. We do also have carpeting in this area. This area is a floor area, but also can be used for storage as well. Okay, so I went ahead and closed the drawer. I took out the table that was stored inside. I'm going to show you in a second how I can place it in here and be able to use it while sitting on the bench. There is Reflectix available for all the windows. Right now I only have 1 over there. It's easily removed, but I took the rest of them out just so I can have some really nice natural lighting in here to better show you this build. What I'd like to do now is go ahead and enter the van and show you what the perspective looks like from inside this van. I'm going to take this table with me and go ahead and set it up right over here, so you could see now I can actually get in here and be able to sit on the bench, and I have this table that I can use, you know, maybe to have something to eat or maybe even work on my laptop. I really like that it folds nice and flat so it could be stored away when you're not using it. You could see when the van door is open, you could just imagine a really nice view while sitting here on the bed. I'm about 5'9" and I can sit up straight, and my head is like barely touching the ceiling. My back is nice and straight, but if I lean back a little bit, I have about 2 inches of headspace. I'm gonna go ahead and close this sliding door just to kind of, you know, reduce some of the outside noise and better be able to show you the rest of the build in the 1-person configuration. I'm going to make my way over to this side. I'm resting my feet on this area, which is a floor area now, but later when I turn this into a double bed, I can make this become a storage area. I'm going to go ahead and turn on this LED clip-on light. I have it clipped right here, so it's nice and convenient, but I can clip it like on the edge right here. I can move this light basically anywhere I want. So right now it is shining on this little shelving unit, But if I go ahead and reach over and flip this over, this becomes a little counter. You could see how much flat surface area we have. You could also work on your laptop here. You can grab some food from this fridge and be able to place it up here and have something to eat, all while enjoying the view from the window when the reflectix are off. So you could see you have multiple options. You can either be on this side, you can be on that side as well. If you prefer to use this as a storage unit, maybe you want to use this folding table instead. Over on this side, it looks like we have a flat surface area, but underneath there's a sink that you can actually access while you're inside the van. So if you go ahead and slide the stopper out of the way, you have access to the sink faucet and sink bowl. Stainless steel, adjustable and collapsible sink faucet, as well as a stainless steel bowl. If I go ahead and turn on the water pump, now I can dispense water in here. Obviously, this would be ideal to wash your hands and maybe wash some dishes, after you are done eating. Speaking of food, here we have our 12-volt Bouge RV fridge. So this fridge draws very little power. It is powered by a 100 amp hour lithium ion battery, which is charged by the solar panels. I will talk about those in just a moment. Here we do have another LED light, another clip-on LED light, which I'm going to go ahead and turn on. Here we go. We got some nice lighting in here now. And over on this side, we have a fixed shelving unit with bigger area down here and a smaller area for smaller items up here. The design of this level 3 build also allows you to use some of the storage compartments that come with the van. So we have one right here. We have a little one right over here, and then we also have a cup holder that can also be used. Over on this side, we also have access to the storage compartment. So that's pretty much what the one-person configuration looks like. Let me now turn this into a double bed for up to 2 individuals and show you what that looks like. Okay, so I went ahead and put away the folding table that was right over here. You can see how nice and small it is. It also comes with a nice handle. So I'm going to go ahead and open the drawer and place it back in here since I am done using it. Now that we have the table out of the way, we can start the process of turning this into a double bed. Now the extra mattress is actually up front, so when you are in this one-person lounging sleeping configuration, you can have the second mattress be up here. But now we're going to get to use it. But before we do that, let me show you how you can turn this into a double bed. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get this pillow out of the way, and I'm going to basically fold this mattress to be able to access this, which is a folding extension. So now, earlier I said that this could be used as a storage unit. Now would be ideal to use it as a storage compartment and be able to have this as a flat area. Now that we have the mattress out of the way and we went ahead and folded the extension, you have access to the battery compartment. This is a 100 amp hour lithium ion battery, and we got a 1100 watt inverter, fuse box, kill switches, fuses, everything. Everything is located here. We also do have the isolator, which connects the front battery to the rear battery, and that's located right down here. So when the solar is charging the secondary battery, it's also charging the driving battery. So this means that you're always going to be charged up as long as the sun is available to start the vehicle. But also when you do start the car, the alternator will charge the primary battery as well as the secondary battery. So it would act as a generator as well. I'm going to go ahead and slide the mattress out of the way to show you some more stuff right over here. This is your backrest. So when this is a bench, you can use this as back support. You can have a couple of pillows. but also you can collapse it by pressing on these hinges to be able to bring this down. So let me go ahead and do that. I need 2 hands for this. Okay, so when this is collapsed, you have access to some storage right down here, more cup holders, more storage cubbies, and then also now we see the solar controller, and then we do have some outlets as well as the on and off switch for the inverter, which will allow you to access this AC outlet, more DC outlets, 2 USB, and a 12 volt, and we do have one more in the back. The solar charging operation is super easy. Basically, it is a plug and play operation. Now, we do have the solar controller connected to the battery by having this plugged into the battery icon, but here we have the solar panel icon, which we do not have the solar panels connected. So what I would need to do is go ahead and reach over and grab this other cable and be able to go ahead and connect this part of the cable right here on the solar controller. The other part of this cable will have to be connected to the solar panels, which are currently on the roof. So I went ahead and opened the window, and I'm gonna go ahead and place this outside and step outside the van in order to connect that to the solar panels. Okay, so I went ahead and connected the cable to the solar panels, and you can see these panels are currently placed on the roof basket. These are 220 watts rated panels. Now, you could choose to have these panels basically located anywhere outside the van. We do have a 25-foot extension cord that is included, so you have some freedom to put these panels away. I choose to put them on the roof for now, but I can have them be anywhere within 30 feet of the vehicle. Maybe you want to park the van in the shade and have these panels be in the sun. You can see how simple it is to set up solar charging. Now the panels, even though we don't have full sun exposure, we are getting a little bit of amperage to the battery, and these panels are currently charging the battery. And lastly, about these solar panels, when I am done using them, I can fold them back up. You could see their size is very nice and compact, and then I can go ahead and store them under this bench in their designated spot, so they are completely out of the way until I have to use them again. And I'm gonna resume setting this as a double bed. So I'm gonna go ahead and raise this back up, because what I need to do is I'm gonna go ahead and grab the entire folding assembly and fold it over just like this to create an even wider surface area to be able to lay both mattresses on there. You can see now it used to be a back support, now it's acting as a leg support for the double bed. So now all I would need to do is go ahead and grab the mattress, unfold it just like this, put it on this side. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the pillow, just put it here for now, and then grab the second mattress and just go ahead and do the same thing. So this whole process probably would take about 30 seconds or so. And now we have a really wide sleeping space for one person, or enough space for up to 2 individuals. Now we are measuring about 50 inches wide and 75 inches long. So that's pretty much what the setup looks like as a double bed. What I'd like to do now is go ahead and open the barn doors and show you the rear access of the kitchen area. Okay, so let me go ahead and open it up back here to show you the kitchen area from the back. These barn doors are really cool because you can open them halfway, but also you can open them all the way out. So there's a hinge right here that you can disconnect that allows you to have a little bit more freedom back here. So I'm going to do that on both of these doors. And now I can walk all the way up, but also be able to have more room to walk on the sides. Also, we do have these windows on these barn doors that you can open up, just like the ones inside that I showed you, you can open these up in the same manner. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you the sink again from the outside this time. I'm going to remove this topper, place it on top of the fridge for now. And then you could see the sink bowl and the faucet. You can turn this faucet and collapse it when you're not using it. And then right over here we have an inlet where you would be able to fill up your fresh water containers. The fresh water containers are actually located down here inside this cabinet. So let me go ahead and open it up and show you these custom plastic 5-gallon water containers. This one is for your fresh water and that one is for your gray water. To dispense the gray water, you have a little faucet with a little connector to it, and you do have a hose that you can just go ahead and plug in and then be able to run it outside to the ground to be able to dispense the gray water. Now if you choose to close the cabinet door, you can still be able to dispense the water because we have a little opening right over here. Over on this side we have a little bit of storage. Currently I have all the Reflectix stored, but if I move them out of the way, you could see it's a little bit of a storage area that you can have longer items be stored, because this area is all the way up to the first pillar of the shelving unit, so you can maybe have some lawn chairs or something long stored in here. But also this is left open to be able to access the factory jack and tire removal equipment, which is located behind this hatch. Now this fridge can be accessed from the inside but also from the outside. It is a 30-quart fridge, 12 volts, draws very little power, can be put in eco mode to save the batteries should you need to do some battery management. So we have an additional DC outlet, 2 USBs and a 12 volt, and this is the plug for the fridge. This area has been left clear on purpose to still allow you to retain access to this storage compartment, but also be able to use the 12 volt outlet right down here. Right underneath the fridge we have our drawer that can only be accessed from the outside. This drawer is on lockable ball bearing slides. It can be opened all the way out, and then once it's all the way out, you could see I can't really push back on it. It's locked into position, but you could choose to also lock it in the halfway position, so you can lock it in 2 positions. And you could see it has some really nice built-in toppers. These toppers, this one opens this way and it sits at an angle so it rests, so it doesn't close back down on you should you need to, have it be out of the way while you access the contents of the drawer. One thing to mention, that these toppers will remain closed because we have this device that when you close them, they won't rattle while you're driving. So all the toppers have those features. This stopper actually opens in this direction, and the reason why is because you can now still be able to use it while accessing the contents of this drawer. So you have an extra surface area that you could use while the drawer is open. But there's also another feature that I actually included in this drawer. So if I have it open like this and I have this closed, so I have this surface area and that surface area, but I no longer need the drawer, I can actually use this stopper and place it right over here, and this now allows me to have maximum surface area and still be able to use the sink. So that's a new update that I've done on this drawer to have it be multi-use however you choose to configure this. So that's pretty much the updated level 3 build on this Astro. So that concludes today's video on the 1999 Chevy Astro all-wheel drive level 3 build. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Until next time, take care and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.